Mr. Bobby. Mr.
Mosby.
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 Mr. Mosby and the mama. Hey, what is it?
Mosby.
The Sesh? The Sesh?
Sesh.
I think you
The
said
Sesh with
Mosby.
Mr. Mosby.
So, back to another Sesh with Mr. Mosby and Sesh with Mr. Mosby podcast. And just trying to get a little set up real quick. Make sure all my stuff is in order before I even speak. This is going to be a short and sweet one, ladies and gentlemen. It's early in the morning. And don't have a lot of things on my mind right now. But just to get this out there and done and just to tell y'all where I'm at. Let me cut this off. But I was playing that, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Hans Zimmer, Time. And, time flies when you're having fun. And, shoot. I think, a couple of years ago, no, it was probably about 3 or 4 years ago, I met a gentleman through some people that are in the family, and he's around my age, maybe a year younger or my age, and he has said, the greatest thing in this world is time, because it's of an essence, it's like being patient, it takes time. To see where you're going, it takes time. To see where you've been, you have to evaluate the time it took you to get there. So, I've realized that time is of an essence, and we only have one life to live. And if you are not chasing after what motivates you, what drives you, it's gonna drive you stir crazy. But I wanted to specifically do this in regards of the time of knowing people and the people that I've met and the people I've come across. I appreciate y'all. I evaluate the time that I've spent with y'all, the things that I've learned from you guys, and taking that at hand with what I do now. So, just to say a little quick shout out to a buddy. I met him back in 2017, 2018, and he's one of those guys that, like, when I first met him, it was one of those gradual, like, developments in our relationship. And I was a lead. He was considered a lead, or what we did in the HVAC field for this company. And it was never like, butting heads and nothing negative. But I think we kind of understood each other over the time of us meeting. And he just, man, all in all, is what I'm getting at is I want to say happy birthday to my buddy. I love you. Happy birthday. Cheers. Cheers to this man. To where he has instilled great things into me as a friend, pushed me harder in things that I've wanted to do as an individual, specifically as a man in this world, has given great advice to my brothers, and is still at the same time showing his compassion, his love, his ethics and everything, from work to family life. Happy birthday to you, brother. I was gonna say a couple of jokes, but nah, I don't want to do that. Happy birthday to you, sir. You know who I'm talking to. Cheers. You only live once, so thank you for being a person that I could, one, take a shot to, two, depend on when I needed some advice. And he's one of those guys to be like, with all due respect, that was in Talladega Nights. Ricky Bobby had told, I think his management team or the person that he was working for, with all due respect, and in this lifetime, you only live once, and for you to have people that give you advice, no matter if it's going to fuck with you mentally and hurt your emotions, and it's not to, you know, what can I say? It's not to like belittle you or down you, but there are some things that we have flaws on, and I still have flaws that this man has made me understand that if I continue going and putting in the effort and doing it positively and still just doing what's right in this lifetime, you're gonna get what comes in return. So yeah, happy birthday to you, brother. I hope your day goes well. I'm gonna put a picture up here of me and him. I love you, brother. Anything you need, call me, because he was one of those men that I discussed some of the things I had been going through in the past couple of years, and he was going through things too as well. And he stayed in communication with me. He even came to a Skype birthday session that my mother put on a couple years back, or about a year back, and a couple years back, because I spent my last birthday with him in Arizona. And thank you for being one of those people that like I said, thank you for being you. Thank your parents for birthing such a gentleman and a man that has instilled traits into me, great traits. So like I said, cheers to you, happy birthday to you. And back to the time thing. Yeah, he's been a friend that has told me that if you put your effort into things, and you keep continuously evolving, great things will happen in your life. And a lot of great things have happened since knowing this man. So just keep moving. One thing I learned from going to actually a AA meeting and an NA meeting was, if you keep a foot in the past and a foot in the future, you're only pissing on the present. So I'm gonna wrap it up with that. You're gonna get a couple more sesh from Mr. Mosby's, and then a sesh after dark coming soon. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Happy birthday to you, brother, and wishing you many more. Cheers.
Mosby.
The Sesh?
Mosby.
The Sesh?
I think you said
Sesh with
Moby.
Mr. Mosby.